Hey guys, today we're going to start planning our next launch. I'm so excited. I'm going to film the whole process from start to beginning for you guys. I feel like I try to do this all the time and I always forget to film. Like I just forget to finish the process because I have to take pictures and film content with my work phone. So it's hard to film my YouTube videos with my work phone when I'm doing that. But I'm going to do it this time so you guys can expect beginning to end the whole launch process. Oh no, did it not save? Okay, so I'm just finding out that it's I have a printed launch schedule, like my plan for each day of the 3 weeks that we're launching. And yesterday I went through and added the dates. So instead of saying day one, week one, day one, I put the date. And I just realized that it didn't save for some reason. So anyway, let me just look at my calendar. I wanted to tell you guys when everything's happening. So today is April 2nd, and I need to finish everything by the 4th, which is Friday. So we have a lot to get done, and I'm taking tomorrow morning off because I have a dentist appointment. I'm going to post the first teaser on April 6th. So we have only a couple days to get everything done. And then the actual launch will happen on the 15th, I believe, the second day of the 3rd week. On the 21st. The launch is going to happen on the 21st. And early access for my VIP group will happen on the 15th. So we have a lot to get done in order to make everything ready to go. Okay, so today I'm going to try to get pretty much all of the pictures and videos filmed, and including this vlog. I'm going to try to get everything filmed, everything edited, and then drafted, or at least edited. So I like to do some coloring on my videos to make it all look cohesive. And then tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to write all the captions, the text posts. My VIP group gets early access and stuff. So I need to draft those posts and just make sure everything's ready to go so I don't have to worry about it during the week when I'm busy packing orders and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and try to get all of that done, and then Friday we'll finish up anything we didn't finish, and I'm gonna take you guys along with me. It turns out that actually it was saved, so crisis averted. We're gonna highlight what's photos and what's videos in different colors. That way I can keep it all nice and organized and do all photos first and then all videos. I printed the new version of my content plan, and so it's got all the dates on it. That way I know exactly what day. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go through this and highlight pictures. I'm gonna highlight pictures in this light seafoam green color, and then videos in the dark green. It'll be easy for me to see what I need to do in order. Okay, I'm trying to find an angle. I'm trying to find an angle that works. So the first week of my launch plan is going to be for the teaser and product reveals. So we're going to tease the products at first before we fully show them, and kind of tease something exciting is coming. So that's a photo that I need to take. So we're going to highlight that in the light color. The next day, I need a color for stories and stuff, so that way I know it needs to be a 9x16 photo. Okay, so posts will be in these green colors, and then I'll do stories in this orange, these two orange shades. The next day, we're going to post on my stories asking what we think is coming, and so that's going to be a picture. Sneak peek reel, that's going to be a video, so we're going to do that in the dark green. I don't know if this is gonna be boring, but I wanted to show you guys how I do these things, and also document it so that I can look back in the future and see what works and what doesn't. I actually, in my little launch binder, I have my whole launch from January written out, and as I was posting, I was keeping up with all these notes of how the posts were performing, what people actually interacted with, and all of that kind of stuff. And then at the end of the launch, I sat down and wrote my thoughts, more detailed, if I think it was successful or not. So I like to do that in order to be able to look back and see what works and what doesn't. So this is kind of the video form of that. Okay, so then we have behind the scenes making the actual products. That'll be a reel, so that's a video. Let me label this, I'm already getting confused. So the light green is pictures for posts. The dark green is videos for posts. The light orange is pictures for stories. And the dark orange hopefully is dark enough. Oh, it's just a different orange. It doesn't look that dark. But that is going to be videos for stories. Okay, so behind the scenes, that's going to be a reel. Official reveal of all the keychains from a carousel and a reel. So we need half and half for this one. And we both. Why I created the keychains is going to be a reel. And then a giveaway announcement. So that's going to be a picture, or maybe it'll be both. Picture and a reel. Okay, and then in my VIP group, there's going to be separate posts I'm going to be making because they're going to get kind of earlier access to stuff. So they're gonna get the picture of the designs first. So we need a photo for that. They're gonna get a poll, which is not something I need to do. Engagement post, what do you want to see next? Okay, and then for my YouTube video, that's obviously a video that we'll need to do. So we got our first week all mapped out. We're gonna move on to the second week. I'm probably gonna fast forward this unless you guys want to hear it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I decide in editing. Okay, so product demo video, how everything looks. Countdown on my story. I need a photo for that. Okay, and then my VIP early access open, so I'm gonna make that a video and a post. Okay, April 16th, bundle pack showcase. I do a reel for that. And then last chance to join, that'll be a post. Which is your favorite? That's gonna be a story. Product demo video showing how it looks. That's a video. And then VIP group, first dibs. Okay, so I'm gonna make that a post just because that does better in Facebook. Exclusive early access sale. That's just a text post, and then my video for next week. Okay, week 2 is done. Lots of videos. If you follow me on Instagram, you know most of the time I'll like post more product photos than reels, and I'm kind of switching it up for this launch. I'm a little bit nervous, but we're going to see how it goes, and hopefully it'll go well for this launch, or it won't, or maybe it'll perform somewhere in the middle, and I can then incorporate my next launch to be more half photos, half reels instead of so reel focused. We got to try new things in order to figure out what works and what doesn't, so we're trying it. Try not to overthink it. Okay, we finished week 3 of the launch. So I don't know if I remembered to say, but week 1 is going to be teasers and the product reveal. And then week 2 is going to be pre-launch and early access. So it'll be more so showing the products and then also giving my VIP group access to place orders before everyone else. And then the third week will be the launch, and after the launch, like showing all the orders that have been placed and customer reviews and all that kind of stuff. So we got that all organized. Now I know I have to do a lot of videos. So I'm gonna show you guys an up close view of the types of posts we're gonna do. So we have all of these different colors. Here's a little key chart. We didn't actually use the video story color. I am actually going to go through with the pink and highlight all text posts because those are mainly going to be for my VIP group, but I need to remember to schedule them. So I'm going to highlight them just so they don't get forgotten because they're not highlighted. So now we're ready to start actually working on the launch. So I'm going to show you guys the products that we're launching. I'm so excited. I was trying to decide if I was going to show you guys like the actual products or if I was going to keep this also a teaser, but I feel like my YouTube channel is also kind of an extension of my VIP group because I know not everybody that's on my Instagram, where I mainly keep my launches, also watches my YouTube content. So there's very like distinct audiences on each platform. So I feel like y'all can keep a secret. Plus, I might just post this video the day that I actually reveal all of the keychains. So it might not matter that you guys are seeing this ahead of time because you might be actually seeing it on the same day that I reveal the keychains on Instagram. We have this matcha keychain, which is one of our best-selling sticker designs. So we've got it as a keychain now. We've got the Stay Golden keychain, which when I used to do keychains and I used the other manufacturer, this was our best-selling keychain. It sold out and I never restocked it because I stopped doing keychains because I really just didn't love the manufacturer I was working with, and I felt like at the time it just wasn't a priority for me to do keychains. But now I'm like more committed to promoting them equally as I am with my stickers and everything. So I'm really excited to bring this one back. This is our best-selling design by far across all products that we sell. Then we have this cute purple flower. We have a ton of different flowers, as you can see up here, but this one is my favorite, so I'm excited. Those are the 3 keychains, and then I'm also going to be offering a bundle since we have Stay Golden in all of the products we offer. The bundle will be the keychain, and then customers will be able to choose if they get the Stay Golden sticker or magnet, and then they'll get to choose which color Stay Golden air freshener and what scent, obviously. And it'll be a little discount for the whole bundle. Okay, but now I'm gonna go take my lunch break, and then I will come back up and we're going to get all of the content ready to go. And I'll show you guys how I do that, how I take my photos, and how I take my videos for launches. I don't know why I'm nervous. I just think because I've never like filmed this whole process, it's kind of making me nervous to film it because you're going to see how discombobulated I get. So it is 12:50 right now, and I'm going to give you timestamps every once in a while so we can see how long it takes me. I kind of have a rough idea of what I want to do. I'm thinking I'm going to put the keychains. So the keychains are the main launch, or like the main subject of this launch. The little Stay Golden package is kind of just like an add-on type thing. So we're going to focus on the keychains in the sneak peek. And I'm thinking I'm just going to kind of put them all together and take a really up close picture so you can't actually see what the designs are, but you can see that there are keychains. You know what I mean? I think I'm just going to kind of lay them in a way that I can get just like this inner corner. I can just get real close like this or something. I don't really know where to focus with this. So I took a picture and I'm going to see if I crop it, if that's going to be good or if I need to figure something else out. So this is kind of what I'm thinking, and this is how this one came out, but it is a little bit grainy when it's zoomed in because of the lighting over here, because it's a cloudy day. So, and I'm also not living that angle there, so I'm actually going to turn this here so that they kind of fit better together. I'm going to take another picture. Hopefully the lighting will be better, and then we'll zoom in on that one. Okay, so this is the new photo we're working with. And I'm just going to crop it to a 4x5. I'm just going to zoom in. And I'm thinking that is going to be our teaser. I don't know, guys. I've never done a teaser like this, so I'm not sure. But I think this is what we're going to go with. So I'm just going to post that on Sunday, the first day of the launch. Basically just put, something exciting is coming, and then I'll crop this picture in a 9x16 for my story and ask, what do you guys think is coming? And then get some guesses, and it gets people like engaging with my stories and with my posts and everything. So that picture is done. Now I'm going to get my list and cross those off. And I don't think I want to do the white background for all of them. So let me show you guys kind of what my feed looks like right now. I'm really liking it, kind of mixing and matching between plain white backgrounds and also just kind of like other backgrounds in my office. I think it still looks really cohesive and clean, but like for example, this picture is on a white background, but this one is not, but it still looks good with everything else. So I'm thinking we're going to do something similar to this for the reveal, and I need both my hands for this, and I'm not sure if I'm able to film. I'm just going to put my plant for some greenery, and I also like to put this little thing for some extra greenery. My mom made this little crochet bookmark for me, but I like to keep it in my office. And then I need my phone stand. I'm just going to use this little phone holder that I have, and I just raise it all the way. And I'm going to put my phone on here. So now I'm just lining up the shot in the frame to make sure there's not too much where you can see like the board ends at a certain spot. I don't want like too much of that showing. It's okay if some of it shows, especially on the window side, because back there it looks pretty much like very light. And I'm just going to turn the keychains to where the Stay Golden keychains are in the front, the matcha's in the front, and the purple flowers back there, but that's fine. We're just going to put the keychains on my hands, and I kind of just balance them on my, it's so dark over here. Okay, so I've got the timer going, and then I'm just going to kind of like hang them off my fingers at different levels so that they're all like highlighted in their own. Okay, so I moved you guys closer, and I actually angled, so at first my phone was angled parallel with the white foam board behind the keychains over there. But since the sun is coming from this way, when I hold my hand on this side, it's very dark, you can see in the camera. So I'm actually just going to slightly turn it and readjust to make sure there's not too much extra going on behind the foam board in the picture. So we're just going to readjust that a little bit. And then I'm going to loop these all on different fingers. Oh, loop this up here, and I've got my timer ready to go. So I'm just going to kind of angle this hand. So once I have a rough idea of what I want, I'm going to hit the timer. But I'm nervous because I got to put my hand back in the same exact spot. And this one is kind of not working with the lighting. Okay, I think that's going to be good. So I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to hit the timer. Try not to move the middle one too much. And there we go. So that is going to be like the announcement of the keychains. Yay, I'm so excited. Okay, so we got that one. Now let's check that off our list. I'm literally sweating from being so close to that window that whole time. It's very hot outside, but it's very cloudy. So now I need to take a picture for the giveaway. So I actually haven't decided if I'm going to be giving away a bundle or one of the keychains. And I'm thinking it'll be one of each of the keychains. So I need to take a picture of them by a plain wall. So this board here that I'm using is white, but my walls are also white, but they show up more of like a light gray. So I like to use those when I'm not looking for a very like clinical looking white background. So we're going to move over to here with this plain wall and hopefully get some pictures. Okay, that actually turned out pretty perfect. I don't know if it'll focus for you guys. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And so I'll put giveaway at the top or the bottom. And that turned out great. So we have the giveaway post, and then I'll need to make some like graphics on Canva about the information, like how to enter and all that. Okay, we are done with week 1's pictures. Now I think we should do, I'm trying to decide if we should go ahead and do the videos for week 1 and just get week 1 done, or if we should do all the pictures at the same time. So the videos we need to do is revealing the keychains and how I make the keychains and why I created the keychains. So I'm going to go ahead and film those just because I need to just go in order, I think. So we're going to go in order. I'm going to film some more videos. I don't know how much of this I want to show y'all because I feel like it's going to get boring after a while, but I'll show y'all like one video and then how I edit the video, and then I'll do everything else. Like it's kind of repetitive. So, okay, I actually don't have really an idea. So I am not supposed to. So what I was thinking I was going to do is like show the keychains, but it's actually just supposed to be a teaser. So I'm not actually supposed to show the full keychain. So I'm thinking I'll maybe put all of the designs that we're releasing on the same row of the little turn thing that I have, spin it with the designs we've already released, and like just barely spin it to where you can see the new designs, and then maybe show like close-ups of the ring and the straw, and then like maybe a close-up of the stay golden part, and then like the side. Like, I don't know, it's gonna have to be like very like commercially type in order to build the hype. Okay, I don't know how that's gonna turn out, but we're gonna go ahead and edit it. That way we can see how it turns out. I'm basically just going to go to where I know that I started. Okay, so start here. I'm gonna trim it to where I'm already in motion. And we're gonna go and stop right when it gets there, and it'll be like a very abrupt stop, so they won't be able to see it that much. I need to go boom. It's so shaky. All right, like that. Okay, so let's see. And then this one, oh, this is 2 different clips. Okay. So like that right there. Oh, okay. So I'm just going to put that down and that clip right there. And then I'm going to grab this one and crop it until I get the shot I was looking for. And I think I actually started a new video after that. So we're just going to cut that whole thing. And then we're going to start where that's in focus. Pull back and stop. And then this one, there's kind of like a weird, probably like right there. And stop, like right there. Is that weird? I don't know what to do with this one, you guys. Okay, let's see how that looks. I don't know. I think that one needs to go faster. I'm actually going to speed it up a little bit without it looking weird. Yeah, okay. Oh, let me mute it so y'all don't have to hear me talking again. I don't think that's abrupt enough. I don't know if I like this, you guys. Okay, I just want to show y'all a quick update. I figured out what to do. So I figured out that I didn't like how long the pickles were on screen because it made the clip not as fast as the other clips. And so this is what we've got. I think it's a lot more smooth, and the loop will not show the dog for too long because it'll start back over here. So it's only 4 seconds long, but I think that's a good teaser reel. And I'm just going to keep repeating that process until I've got everything done. Like I said, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to sit down and edit, like add different coloring to stuff and make sure everything looks nice and cohesive. And then we'll get into like writing captions and scheduling. So I'll show you guys how I do all of that. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish. It is 1:30 right now. So that took us about 40 minutes to get like 3 things done. No, I got all the pictures done for week 1 and 1 video done. But now that I kind of have an idea, it'll probably go faster. Now that I've got everything set up, it'll go faster. So me and Cookie will just be here creating content. I'll update you guys in a bit. Okay, it is 1:50. We just finished day 1, or not day 1. We just finished week 1. I got the giveaway reel filmed. I got all kinds of videos, all kinds of pictures. Everything for week 1 has been completed. And now we are moving on to week 2. Okay, so the sound might be kind of bad because I don't have my microphone on, but I just want to show you guys. This is why I don't really film my launch planning, because it gets so messy in my office because I just kind of leave everything where it is when I'm going to like check off the list. So I go check off here and then I go back, take more pictures, come back, and it's just like, it's just a mess. Excuse the way I look, but I wanted to tell y'all one other thing that I also do is I have my plan printed out, and then as I'm taking the pictures, I go in. So like for the first thing, it was the teaser post, so I'm gonna go in and write cropped photo of keychains, and then for like I have one that's for the giveaway announcement, so I'm gonna write keychains on the blank wall. That way when I'm going through later to organize, I'm like, which picture was I gonna use for this? Kind of to make sure I don't post the same video twice or accidentally use the same picture and forget to post one of the pictures. So it's just a way for me to reference like which ones go with which, because on here it's just like topics, like a sneak peek of them. So then I'll post, you know, it's the one where I was getting close-up shots but not exactly showing them, just so that by the time it rolls around, because it is a 3-week plan, by the time it rolls around, if I'm not able to schedule ahead of time, I know which one was for which. Okay, so this process is pretty boring, but I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. So basically, I went through and took every single picture and video that I needed, and then with the pink pen, I went and wrote which one correlates. I think I already explained that. So I just took some notes, and then now I'm going through the camera roll because we have so much going on. So I went through my camera roll. I'm finding which one correlates, inserting it into my editing app. If it's a video, I insert it into that to edit. If it's just a picture, I put it in my photo editor, edit the colors and everything, and then I'm inserting it into preview, which is how I plan my content, just to make sure everything looks nice and cohesive. And this one video is kind of like an eyesore, but I want to leave it. So anyway, so I'm just going to repeat that process until I've got everything in the right place, and then tomorrow I'll go through and actually write in all the captions. Okay, you guys, it's 3:54 and I just finished drafting all of the posts. I made sure that everything was edited and filtered and all that, just so it all looks cohesive, and this is what we've got. So you guys are seeing a sneak peek of all the posts that we're gonna have. Right now, what I'm gonna do is go through these. It got really messy and I rearranged some dates, so I'm gonna type this again. I'm just gonna add the notes and reprint it. That is it for day 1 of planning a launch. I will check back in with you guys tomorrow. Now it's the next day, and I'm just going through and writing all the captions, and then I'm gonna do all the text posts and schedule those for my VIP group. Okay guys, I'm pretty much done with the launch prep. I got the captions drafted, I drafted some of the VIP posts, and that's pretty much everything. So I still need to add the listings to Etsy. That's the only thing I have left, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog. I really appreciate you guys if you made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments, and also let me know which keychain is your favorite. Also, thank you guys for 2,000 subscribers. I hit 2,000 subscribers a couple days ago, and that is so cool. So thank you. I really appreciate everybody who watches. If you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one.